breaking news in Southwest Houston this morning. Police say a man climbed a balcony, broke into a second-floor apartment, and then shot his ex-girlfriend and her friend.
That apartment complex is just off Beach Nut near the Beltway. That is where we find our Michelle Choi live this morning. Michelle, what are investigators saying about this man so far?
Well, guys, the more details we're learning, the more disturbing it's definitely getting. Police tell us this all happened in this second floor corner apartment. Now, as you mentioned, that man scaled the balcony and somehow broke inside, and then he shot his ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend that they were both sitting in the living room. We're told moments later he then ran towards the parking lot, turned the gun on himself, and shot himself in the head. He was then taken to the hospital and is now in critical condition. As for the two victims, we're told someone drove them to the hospital, but both are, while in serious condition, fortunately are expected to survive. Now, guys, listen to this. During the shootout, we're told there were three other adults and 5 children inside. Now, we just spoke with one of the family members that was inside that apartment. They tell us the kids are still here in the parking lot in one of the cars, obviously very startled. None of them were hurt, fortunately, but we're told the youngest was a 6-month-old baby, the oldest a 14-year-old. That 6-month-old baby girl happened to be the child that ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend had together. So you can imagine just what kind of situation this was in. Everyone very, very scared, startled when the shootout happened. The family member telling us all he could think of was to protect those kids. Unfortunately, they were. Guys, back to you.
Well, we're happy to hear they're okay. Thank you, Michelle. Breaking overnight, a man is now in custody after a chase led to a standoff and a shootout with deputies. We're giving you a live look here at the scene. This is in Tomball off of FM 2978. The standoff happened all night. It went on. It just ended a little while ago. The man led deputies into a new subdivision, barricaded himself in a home that was under construction. Deputies say they believe that this man was hit with a beanbag round during the shootout, but he has not been publicly identified just yet. It's 5:34, time for your morning rush now for a Thursday. And first up, Terry Thompson returns to court this morning for day 2 of his murder trial. During opening statements yesterday, his attorney told the jury that Thompson, who is the husband of a former sheriff's deputy now, did not intend to kill John Hernandez when confronting him for urinating outside of a Denny's restaurant in Crosby. Crews out west are dealing with some fast-moving wildfires this morning, threatening homes and businesses. The largest one is burning near Durango, Colorado. It's burned more than 27,000 acres so far. Roughly 30 fires are burning right now across 9 western states. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in Asia this morning trying to lay the framework to denuclearize the Korean Peninsula. While in Seoul, Secretary Pompeo declared that no sanctions will be lifted on North Korea until we can verify the country has given up its nuclear weapons. Today, the Justice Department's watchdog is about to release a 500-page report criticizing how the FBI investigated Hillary Clinton's private email server. The report is expected to label former Director James Comey as insubordinate for decisions that led up to Election Day in 2016. And the Astros crushed the A's overnight. Evan Gattis and Carlos Correa hitting back-to-back homers. Gattis now the first player in Astros team history with more than 5 RBI in back-to-back games. The final score, 13-5. The Stros wrap up the series in Oakland looking for a sweep this afternoon. First pitch at 2:35 Houston time. And Lisa, that's your morning rush.
All right, go Stros. Thanks, Russ. Okay, it's a Texas travesty. Some fast food restaurants are in the midst of a bread shortage due to a bad batch, leaving burger lovers in the lurch. Brandy's keeping an eye on what is being called Bungate. Brandy, what's going on here?
Bungate, Lisa, the buns are bad. I repeat, the buns are bad, and people are not having it. So this started with In-N-Out, which straight up closed all of its Texas locations for a couple days because of bad tasting buns. Well, then Whataburger followed suit, pulling its white buns and Texas toast in locations all over Texas, but not here in Houston. So we're in the clear, right? Until we weren't. The same issue forced Raising Cane's to stop offering Texas toast at its Houston locations as well, and social media lit up over this. People are not having it. Aaron says fake news isn't the country's biggest enemy. It is the burger bun crisis. I think we can all agree with that. Doug says, I'm telling y'all, IHOB is trying to take out the competition. Stop trying to make IHOB happen. It's not going to happen. Emily says perhaps the most shocking revelation to come from Bungate 2018 is that our beloved Whataburger maybe using the very same bun supplier as In-N-Out. Mind blown there, right? And then Curtis here says there's a bun crisis going on in North Texas versus In-N-Out. Now, Whataburger. Let's hope Wendy's isn't affected. Curtis, I gotcha, Wendy's. Don't at me, but Wendy's is my favorite.
Okay, well, but Wendy's was talking smack about the whole IHOB thing too. So if your theory's right there, they could be in trouble.
Oh
Just
boy.
saying.
Oh boy. It's gonna hurt my chances of getting a junior bacon cheeseburger later today.
Exactly right. Be careful.
Okay.
Don't mess with the bread. What can we do?
I know. You know what? You could probably bake bread outside today. Just right on the sidewalk.
Oh my gosh! Please don't turn on the oven today, Cheetah.
Seriously,
Oh
get it when you head outside. Yeah, we're talking heat, humidity, and now we're factoring in a rain chance. So today the rain chance will happen after our daytime heating. Even though the radar is dry now, we have one little stray shower trying to move north just west of 45 there. So I'll continue to watch that. Better rain chance though this afternoon. So a 20% chance before lunchtime. Notice your hour by hour forecast today. I'm going to walk you through the day here. This afternoon I've increased that to a 30% chance, and this is when the coverage becomes a little bit more widespread. A little sea breeze will start to interact with the daytime heating, and there you go. Some of these thunderstorms will really start to blow up here. I think some of you are going to catch quick heavy downpours, maybe a half to upwards of an inch of rain is possible. Some of you picking up some very gusty winds, some lightning involved. Now, once the sun sets, we'll lose the energy and most of the rain will leave. But I do want to prepare you for the chance for showers today. This won't have anything, though, as the weekend. So once you head into Father's Day Sunday and early next week, that's when I'm expecting the heaviest rain. You're probably saying, now, how much rain are we talking? Well, we can handle, I'm going to say Sunday's rain. I think Monday, if the amount of rain continues, we're upwards of 7-8 inches of rain, which some models are indicating. That's when we could be potentially talking about some flooded streets, and we'll have to continue to watch some of those feeder roads. But right now, plan on about 2 to 4 inches of rain for Sunday and Monday combined. Any type of shift with this disturbance, this wave, will change the rain amounts, but prepare for that for your Sunday, Father's Day, and for Monday. At this point, live look over downtown. Again, we're starting off mostly dry this morning, 70s and 80s. This afternoon goes to 95 with a 30% chance for those thunderstorms this afternoon today, similar for your Friday. But Doug, all eyes on Sunday and early next week.
Well, you know what? I hope we get just enough to knock out some of this drought-like conditions that are popping up around town, but not enough to flood us out. We don't want to have Father's Day completely ruined. Good news on your freeways this morning. I-45 north, that earlier incident I was telling you about on the southbound side of I-45 as you approach the 610 loop, that ramp incident, you can see it has cleared out of the way. The flashing lights were right here earlier. You can see it's moving nicely now. So especially now, you do not have to detour. That's the good news. You can see your main lane travel times moving at 63 miles per hour on I-45 north. You're coming in from 1488. It's only going to take you about 34 minutes to get to downtown. Hardy Toll Road's also moving nicely. Over on the east side, coming in from Channelview, Baytown, your commute there looking equally as nice, 60 to 65 miles per hour on both I-10 and 225. Guys.